Sean, 5 man can't cook pine for ya. Sean, 5 can't pine for ya. Sean, 5 can't pine for ya. And a 1 alone can't pine for ya. 1. Oh.
About yes,
but for now,
about yes,
young and vibrant no blood.
Can't remember me work.
Yeah!
I work me work.
Vibrant where?
Everywhere. You blind? You need a glasses. Let him it now. Let him an extra lens. Put on a lens. No, in a sport, but the man them, me still attract the man them naturally, girl. Me tell you, say, me the only girl in a party can't dance, and me a mad no blood clot.
Pressure!
Pure pressure.
On the spot, news media. We got the latest news. We don't care about the views. We just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right. Y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what Guan, a blessed and wonderful Thursday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps, as we open the curtains to welcome 2025. It's just sad to say that some of our Jamaican youths have carried over into the new year the old dirty kind boy lifestyle. Yeah, man. But before we get into this morning's set of stories, I just want to wish a heartfelt birthday and anniversary to a man known as Saeed, but them call him Doug in the streets. So yesterday was his birthday and also his anniversary. And your wife wishes to let you know that she is incredibly grateful to have a man of your character in her life. Yeah, man. So happy birthday and happy anniversary to the man known as Saeed, aka Doug in the streets, and him wifey. Yeah, man. So my peeps, we're gonna kick it off in the morning here with an update. In regards to this criminal element, one of the Spalding Four, who was admitted at the Kingston Public Hospital for treatment for his arm that did get caught up in the standoff with the police them. So yes, him a one of the criminal elements them that went on TikTok live to plead for his life. He has escaped custody at the Kingston Public Hospital. Now the police them a search him. And On The Spot News Media get to understand that he could be in one of many places, and points to note that he has connections and family members within the ranks of the JCF and also the JDF, as you can also remember that on the day of the standoff, a JDF member was also arrested by the police. I'm not sure of the outcome, but the JDF member identified himself as a serving member of the Jamaica Defence Force and also a family member of one of the criminal elements who was locked inside a supermarket during that police standoff in Spalding's, Manchester. Now the criminal element presently on your screen has since been identified as Siobhan Carnegie. He has escaped police custody. And On The Spot News Media received information that he could be in the community of Tarspen, what them call Captureland. He could also be along St. John's Road. He could also be in the Homestead community. He also has family members and friends along Old Harbour Road, a place known as Larry Lane. He also have connections in Gongo Lane. He also have connections in Africa Lane. And he also have connections and family members in Captureland. Yeah, man. So my peeps, anyone knowing the whereabouts of this criminal element, please alert the nearest police station. And as always, if you don't trust the police, link on the Spot News Media or any like-minded vlogger. Give us the information and we will most definitely pass it on to the relevant authorities who can make effective change. So happy New Year's again to each and everyone out there tuning into the voice of On The Spot News Media over the years, and I really do hope you all have a blessed and wonderful 2025. But sadly, my peeps, we're gonna kick it off with a rather disturbing story in the morning here. On your screen is a screenshot from a video footage. As you can see, a child is to the left of the screen, sleeping, and another child dressed in a pampers to the far right-hand corner of the screen, awake, witnessing something that no child should see. It's bad enough when a child wake up in the middle of mommy and daddy doing adult stuff, but to wake up to see your mother being gangbanged, so to speak, by two men is a whole different thing. And to the two men also in the video, when there's a set of I won't even say it, but you understand my sentiments. So the other picture with the hand is the hand of the female. The guy standing over her, pounding her from behind. Hold on to her two hand. I'm pretty sure a female seeing this position would understand the position that she's in. So I'm hold on to her two hand them that was folded behind her and deal with the situation a certain type of way. Now, this video and this Jamaican woman has caused uproar on social media after the viral video started to make rounds all over the internet. In the viral video, the mother can be seen with two men, as I stated earlier, performing activities by adults. You don't know what we are talking about. Whilst her two children, one sleeping and one wide awake on the bed. During their activities, you could see that one of the child's eyes opened and witnessed the whole ordeal. The video was recorded by one of the males in the room whilst the other male was performing with the mother. Social media users have voiced their disgust at the woman's actions. And one person stated, and I quote, "Some people just nothing have kids." The other user pointed out to even though they don't condone the mother's actions, she probably did it for money, which could definitely be the case. Many other angry users have called the Child Protection and Family Service Agency to intervene into what they saw. It is just really sad, because if you are placed in a corner as a mother and you have to step out of character, so to speak, to get some money, that is not the way how to do it. If that you choose to do as a grown woman, that you choose to do, but to do it on the very bed that your children are sleeping, that's beyond comprehension. I just can't understand what would drive you, the mother, to do that right there in front of your children. The men them where you perform the acts with, them not live no way. You couldn't leave the kids them with their dads, or leave the kids with a family member or a friend and go do your thing and then go back, go pick them up or something. There must have been some other way for you to do what you have done. Boy, may I tell you, my peeps. The thing rough, but anyway, make we move on right on into the main set of stories I know. So we're going to start off over there in the eastern section of the island, where detectives assigned to the St. Thomas Police Division are probing the circumstances surrounding the fatality of a man in the parish on New Year's Eve. The victim still remains unidentified, but according to the police, sometime around 1 p.m. on Tuesday, citizens stumbled upon the lifeless body of a male along the Greenwall main road and alerted the police. Upon the arrival of the police, the body was seen laying face down, motionless. It appears that the male was in his early 20s, brown complexion and slim built. The police stated that the length of the body is about 5 feet 7 inches long. The body was also seen clad in dark-colored cut-off jeans, yellow t-shirt and a pair of black sneakers with what appeared to be some corn-up wounds to the upper body and head, and also to the left side of the body. The body also has a tattoo on the right lower leg, which reads R.I.P. Otti. Well, somebody now I go put R.I.P. whosoever you name for them body, because you literally gone join Otti. So this brings to 20 the number of people who end up losing them 3 pints in St. Thomas for 2024. So anyone that can recognize the person that I just described, go link up the St. Thomas police, because you know have a funeral to prepare for. Yeah, man. Now the next thing that we are going to talk about, you know, my peeps, is this criminal element present on your screen identified as Imani Simpson. Come from up a boonal there, so. The police, them slap him away. Step out big bad and brave with them big fat matic. A clap can in a ear. A ring in the new year. Yeah, man. But it look like him never did get the warning. And that's why he may not get the can in. Because the police, them warn them, you know. Say, anybody caught doing gun salute will face severe consequences. So this brother here never eat to the warning. So him get the can in. So I'm going to play a phone now. Head of the Constabulary Communications Network, that's the CCN. Senior Superintendent of Police, Stephanie Lindsay, who warned them before the police them canned them. She stated and made it abundantly clear that the act is illegal. Now listen.
Since we're going Christmas and we're going into New Year, is one of the times when we see very irresponsible behavior, even from persons who are licensed firearm holders who know better and ought to know better, the gun salute. Too many persons have lost their lives. Too many injuries we have seen because somebody decided that they are going to ring in the new year or celebrate a moment over the festive season by illegally and unlawfully discharging their weapon. I know of a fact that where they are caught, in those instances, the firearms will be confiscated, sent to the firearm licensing authority, and they have a method of treating with that which is always not favorable to persons who are responsible. And rightly so, a firearm is a deadly weapon, and only persons who are in their right mind, with the right consciousness and the right behavior, should have access to those firearms, especially those licensed firearm holders. Whereas we don't have much or the controls over persons with illegal weapons because they never get to be a part of the training, so they are not in lawful possession of firearms. But persons who are authorized to be in possession of a deadly weapon must act with the highest level of responsibility.
So now hear it for yourself, my peeps. The superintendent warned them both the legal firearm holders and also the criminal elements not to carry out no gun salute. So reports from the police would suggest that sometime after midnight, The criminal element, the now deceased criminal element presently on your screen, identified as 25-year-old Imani Simpson of a Boonall address, discharged a firearm while in a section of the community known as Dopey Gully. Boy, me I tell you, them can cement the name the right now because him get dopey up in a Dopey Gully. So during an altercation with the officers, the criminal element Imani Simpson get caught up. Further reports are that the wounded criminal element fled the area, leaving the weapon behind. So the police them say, yo, you know say the boy definitely get caught. We could search the place and see if we can find him. So the cops conducted a search, and that is where they found the injured Imani Simpson, suffering from a portion to up wounds. He was, however, taken to the hospital in a bid to save his life. But guess what? He was pronounced, you know what? The cops recovered a Beretta 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 7 9mm rounds of ammunition. The matter is presently being investigated by the Inspectorate of Professional Standard Oversight Bureau, that is IPROBE, and also the Independent Commission of Investigation. So the same thing me say in a 2024, and the same thing me gonna come say right now in a 2025. Another decent spot of work again by the squaddy them. Yeah, man. So the Independent Commission of Investigations, them get a portion to work for do because right now, them launch a probe over there in the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled St. Catherine South Police Division in the troubled community of Central Village, where a Central Village resident who is no longer among the land of the living, who has since been identified as Frederick Braham, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Clarks Booty, get caught up and lose for him 3 pints during an alleged confrontation with the police on Tuesday night. The police reportedly seized an illegal firearm from the criminal element known as Clarks Booty. Now it is reported that sometime around 11:25, an operation was conducted in the Rockland area of Central Village. It is said that the criminal element was approached by the police team and he decided that, hey, I do or die, he might go challenge them because he's not going back to prison, as this criminal element has been in and out of police lockups and prison over the past couple of years. So the police reportedly took evasive action after him decided to clap some can on them and return the fire, and dirt settings was the order of the day. He was, however, assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital, not in a bid to save his life, but to officially pronounce him, you know what? Yeah, man. So another decent spot of work again by the squaddy them. And still in the Central Village community, the mutilated body of a man was found on New Year's Day on a property of a construction company located in Central Village. The body, which was discovered by passers-by, had multiple machete wounds all over the upper body and head. The discovery was made sometime around 7:45 a.m. and the police were called in. The police stated that a search was made on the land known as Capture Land for those responsible for that particular macheting incident. The Central Village Police is presently investigating that particular matter. Now over there in the parish of St. Mary, the St. Mary Police are currently carrying out major operations targeting crime hotspots across the division. So the operation, which is being led by Acting Superintendent of Police Anthony Wallace, has already yielded results with 1 firearm recovered in the community of Frontier and a suspect presently in the custody of the police in connection with that firearm seizure. So now we're going to hear from the commanding officer of the St. Mary Police Division, that's Anthony Wallace, as he weighs in on this latest spate of crime and rounds of operation and also recovery of firearm and wanted criminal elements in his police division. Now listen.
We recovered one 9mm pistol and 7 rounds of ammunition. This operation is ongoing as we speak. This operation is in continuation of our relentless pursuit of the drivers of violence in the St. Mary Division. Based on our intelligence, we're having some issues within that area, and as such, as part of our strategic approach to ensure that we keep the parish safe and to deter and deny criminals the freedom of movement and freedom of action, hence this major operation within that area. These type of operations will be ongoing right across the parish as we aim to make St. Mary a safer place for 2025.
Now over there in the neighboring parish of St. Ann, the parish known as the Garden Parish, one of the most beloved parishes in Jamaica, and also one of Jamaica's tourism hub, where we see the magnificence of cruise ships being docked on a regular basis in the St. Ann Police Division. Now it is with great regret to let you know, the regular members of Chan Public, who loves the parish of St. Ann so much, that that beloved parish, the Garden Parish, was the parish that recorded the country's first fatality for 2025. And the man on your screen was on the receiving end of those fatal bullets. He has since been identified as 37-year-old Odane Lewis, said to be of a runaway Bay address in the parish of St. Ann. Now reports are that shortly after 1 a.m. on New Year's Day, the man identified as Odane Lewis arrived at home and was pounced upon by armed criminal elements who conned him up several times. He was, however, taken to the hospital where he was pronounced you know what. Now, shortly before New Year's began, another man was also taken out in a hail of bullets in the St. Elizabeth Police Division. He has since been identified as Avian Jacob. Reports from the Junction Police would suggest that sometime around 11:55 on Tuesday night, Jacob was sitting outside of a bar when he was approached by armed criminal elements. It is said that the criminal elements then conned him up several times, leaving him lifeless. Another man was also conned up and seriously injured. Now, as it relates to Odane Lewis fatality, word on the street is that is one of them queer character, and fingers are being pointed in the direction that it's a love triangle gone bad. Boy, me I tell you, my peeps, the thing rough. Now over there in the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled Clarendon Police Division, a 38-year-old security guard has been taken into police custody after he was allegedly held with an illegal gun in Clarendon on Wednesday. So reports from the Clarendon Police would suggest that sometime after 12:10 a.m., the police were on mobile patrol in the Rocky Point community when they searched the security guard. During the search, a Ruger pistol affixed with a magazine containing 7 live 9mm rounds of ammunition was reportedly seized from him. He was arrested on suspicion of possession of prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. His court date will most definitely be finalized, and you will be updated subsequently. So the last thing that we are going to talk about, my peeps, is this brother presently on your screen identified as Kiwian Chuno. He's missing. Now his family members and friends are already thinking the worst, that he may be no longer among the land of the living, as he has gone missing in the community of Rockfort in the Kingston Eastern Police Division. The peoples are now stating that, boy, on the spot, we know it's a big war going out there. And from a man missing for so long, you don't know how the situation might set. And they are just asking if anyone know the whereabouts of this man to contact them. He has since been identified as Kiwian Chuno. And if you don't feel like say, or you don't know say, he's no longer among the land of the living, link on the Spot News Media so we can link the family them. So them can start prepare for the worst. Sad to say, but the New Year's definitely start off with all habits, all behaviors, and all attitudes. So I just hope that you, the regular members of Chan Public and criminal elements alike, can definitely sit on yourself down and, I don't know, do some soul searching and try to change up certain little things so the new year can be somewhat of a different year, a different feel to that of 2024. So all the best for 2025. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.